Hey guys, I've got something to show you. It's fixed! Just gonna go pick those back up. So yes guys, I am so happy. I've finally been able to take off this splint and my hand is pretty much back to normal again. It's been about 6 weeks. I went to the hospital yesterday, had some x-rays done, and well, you can actually see some new bone that is forming. Let me come up close to you. So this is the part here where it was fractured, and you can see, if I turn it that way, you can see a bit of a lump there. If I was to compare it to my other hand, it's obviously nice and smooth there. Bit of a job to tell. So you can see that smooth, and then here, can you see a lump there? There's a bit of a lump. So that is actually where the new bone is actually formed over the previous kind of fracture, the crack, and kind of like cemented over it. I'm pushing that in, there's no pain there, it's completely, well, not completely healed, but it's healed pretty much. Let me go back over here again. So the consultant looked over the x-rays and saw that the new bone was healing over, which was fantastic, and he said, you know, 6 weeks, there's no pain really anymore there, so you know, it's time to come off. It's so good to be able to take this splint off, because having my arm straight the whole time and not able to move it, like this really hurts going around my wrist. Yeah, having it straight all the time with this bloody splint, I'm so glad to see the back of. It's done its job amazingly. I really didn't think it. When I broke my hand in the video I spoke about, I said, how is this little old thing gonna do anything? And it really has. If you want it, I'm gonna sell it. No, I'm joking. I'm gonna probably keep it as a souvenir. I'll, I don't know, I might use it as a sketch one day, who knows. But if you break your hand or finger and you use a splint, works fine. Just don't take it off. Anyway, getting back to the story, had it taken off, and because I was very anxious, I've spoken to lots of different people who have either broken their hand or fingers. Once their hand has been fixed, their finger, for example, hasn't been able to bend all the way down into a fist, like they could only do like that, which I was really scared about. I didn't want that happening to me, so he said, let's refer you to a physiotherapist and have hand therapy session, which I actually managed to book today. Spoke to the lady there, and she said I've got really good movement with my hand. It's healed amazingly well. She's gone through lots of different hand movements that I need to do every couple of hours for the next couple of weeks. But yeah, so far I can make a fist, but the only thing is that, actually that's pretty good to be honest. When I did first take it off, I could only like just about like do that. So within a day I'm able to go back to that. That's really well. Yeah, with the extra lump here, my hands were so dry, obviously no movement in them for over 6 weeks. It's made it terribly hard to do any stretches, and it feels like when I do a fist, if I go any more, my skin feels like it's going to rip off. It's so like stiff, so I need to do all these kind of stretches like flat 90 degrees, and coming all the way down, up, going straight upwards, and then down for another fist, and hopefully it should go back to normal. I did mention about this lump, is it going to go down, and she said it won't go down for the next like 6 months to a year. That just will eventually smooth downwards. I don't want to look like I've been deformed. But the only other thing that I said about is, let me go back into a close-up. Now the only other thing that I mentioned was about that I've noticed that my knuckles are very kind of, they've sunken, and she said that does happen, and sometimes they don't go back to normal. On this one, the knuckles are a little bit more prominent here, and then on this one, they're a little bit more sunken. There is a little bit extra skin around here, so I don't know if it might need to go in more a little bit, but yeah, she did say that over time it should be okay, but sometimes that can be a problem. That's just something that just happens when you damage that area. I've figured out that when my hand went into a wall, all of the force is meant to go into your middle finger, that's what takes all the brunt and can pick up any forces and will be okay. But this part of my hand went into the wall. It's not strong at all, and that's what's caused the fracture. So yeah, hopefully I get my knuckles back to normal, but at the moment, step by step, I'm just glad that I've got full control of my hand again. I'm so pleased. One, I'm in a close-up mode. Let me just show you the extent of my splint, what it looks like. This is my splint. It's got quite a discolorization now on the where the Velcro, where this goes over, and inside, yeah, it looks a bit tasty. You've got some lovely. So I don't even know what this is. Is this hair? I think this is hair. Hair somehow been ripped off my. That is disgusting, but that's hair and sweat all in there. Yeah, I mean, if you like cheese, that's really good. This has been my little home, really, for the past 6 weeks. Nice. That's the metal plate, which maybe not move my hand in any direction. We had the choice of choosing between a cast or a splint. I thought I didn't want to look like an idiot and wear a cast, and I was getting scared because I thought that was the best option, but this splint has worked wonders. If you ever come to having to wear one, just make sure that you don't take it off, and yeah, you'll be good as gold, but can't highly recommend that enough. So yes, my hand is back to normal. I just, although I've got movement back again, I don't really have a lot of strength picking up things. So I need to go back to see her in the next 3 weeks. So hopefully do my stretches, and in the next couple of weeks I'll try and get like a stress ball or something to try and get the grip and strength back into it again. But hopefully it'll just go back to normal. But I'm so pleased that I've got my hand back again. Although again, I said it in my last video, living life as just with one hand and doing day-to-day activities one-handed, I'm so glad to see the end of. I'm back to being two hands, but you really do take for granted littlest things, you know, from eating to showering to washing your hair to picking your nose, wiping your bum, to just picking up things, using scissors, for example. Now, I'm right-handed, everything is with my dominant hand, and to do everything over the past 6 weeks with my left hand, to be honest, I have gotten quite good at it. Even now that my hand is back to normal, I'm still doing things with my left hand because I've just gotten used to it. It's weird. If anything, it's probably done it well, because if it ever happens again, I can easily switch back. Not very good at the handwriting. It's just like I've given a pen to a baby and just tell them to write. That's what my handwriting looks like with a left hand. I have so much admiration and respect to people who only have one hand and they try and live their life. And you know, I've tried to do it for 6 weeks, and I'm so glad to see the end of it, and I've gone back to two hands. But I mean, try it for yourself. Try and live life with just one hand. It's hard, but you do adapt. Anyway, this has been a short video. I'm not quite sure. Just a little update on how I'm doing, and I'm happy again. But thank you to the people who sent me nice messages on getting well and things. Yeah, it does mean a lot. And yes, I am well. But no, it was nice getting messages from, you know, people I don't even know, and just sending me, you know, get well wishes and condolences. No, that's something bad, isn't it? I know. But just nice messages in general, and yeah, thank you. It means a lot. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. It really does mean a lot. Back to my right hand again. Bye!